Hi, my dear children. Today I'm bringing you another paper discussion, and this is from Royal College paper. So I hope this is going to help you with your upcoming term test to get some good marks. And I'm going to explain the related theory parts with these questions. And please watch till the end and try to answer these questions yourself too, and correct if you have made any mistakes. And I hope you enjoy this video. So if you are new here, consider subscribing to my channel and suggest this to your friends. And after you watch this video, leave a comment and hit the like button. And let's start, right? And as I always say, before answering any kind of papers, you must read the instructions, especially um, the time which you have for writing this exam. And you're supposed to read how many questions you are supposed to answer. Actually, in this one, for the first part, you have to answer all the questions, right? Because it says, you see, now answer all the questions on this paper itself. And that is also kind of information which is important. It says that you have to answer all these questions on the paper itself. So each question carries 2 marks, and that is also good information, right? Okay, now let's start writing this, right? Write the number of axes of symmetry in a rhombus. So as we know, rhombus is something like this, just like a parallelogram, but the important thing is that it has all these sides equal. So if you look at parallelogram, it has 2 axes of symmetry. You can see that is something like this. There's one axis, there's another axis, and there are 2 axes of symmetry. Here you are not supposed to draw this. Now look at this. Read the question carefully. You are not supposed to draw it, right? So no need to draw, just write the answer. Okay. Now what's our answer? It's 2, right? The number of axes of symmetry in a rhombus. Find the value. In this case, you need, multiplying and dividing by 1,000 and 100, 10, etc. Is very easy. So you have something like this: 56.75 divided by 1,000. When you have to divide by 1,000, what you do is this: you just move this decimal point to the left side. Here you have to carry it to 3 places, right? Because there are 3 zeros, then you have to move 3 places to the left side and place the decimal point here. Then you can write 0 point, something like this. Now for the answer here is 0.05675. Now this is the answer for this first part. And the same way, if you multiply, what we do is we move the decimal point to the right side. Here you have 100, and therefore you have 100. It has 2 zeros. Therefore, we move this decimal point 2 places to the right side. So I will show this like this: 0.765. When you multiply by 100, what you have to do is move in these decimal points. Let's see now, 1, 2, right? 2 places. Then your answer for this one is 76.5. Okay, that's it, right? Now let's go to the question 3. I hope you understand. So if you have any doubts, just leave a comment, right? These are very easy questions. And also I have to remember one more thing: when you answer a question paper, you don't have to answer from the first question to the last question. You can start anywhere, right? I think the the best thing I suggest is that you start with the easiest question, right? So what happens is that when you start with the easiest question, you You can easily give that answer and you are very confident on that, and it doesn't take too much time. So within a few minutes, you have collected a significant number of marks, and you are very confident and you are not nervous, and you calm down and your mind clears up, and you come into the zone. That means you engage in the work, right? So you can answer the other questions better, right? So do not take a difficult question at the first place, right? So it confuses you, it makes you nervous, and it is going to take a lot of time, and then you're going to be in trouble, right? So always try to start with an easy question, right? Okay, let's go to the question number 3. Find the value -3 plus -2 using the number line. So as I always teach, I'll start from the first number, which is -4 here. Go to the, now when you are adding, you have to go to the right side, right? Okay. Actually, when you are adding, so you will have a kind of, principle, right? So I will explain this. Start with the first number. When you are adding, go to the direction of the second number. Start on the first number, go to the direction of the second number. What is the second number? Is 2, that means it is -2, right? Then direction is left side. So number of steps is equal to this number, right? That means 2 steps to the left side. 1, 2. Okay, you end up at the answer. Your answer is -6. Okay, right, that's it. Let's go to the question number 4. Write down 16 as a power of 2. And when you have to write like this, you have to divide 16 by 2 multiple times, right? So 16 divided by 2 is 8. Again divided by 2 is 4. Again divided by 2 is 2. Again divided by 2 is 1. So you have to keep dividing until you get 1, right? Therefore, you can write 16 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, because there are 4 2's here. Then you write 2 to the power 4. Okay, this is the answer, right? I think you understand. Okay, let's go to the question number 5. In the 5, write down the expression x into x into x into y into y. In the index notation, it's very simple, right? There are 3 x's and 2 y's. You write x to the power 3, y to the power 2. So you can write like this also, x to the power 3 into y to the power 2, but we usually do not write this multiplication symbol with algebraic symbols. When you have this algebraic symbols, it's better to write like this. If you write like this, it automatically means a product. Okay, this is equal to the same thing, right? Okay. Now, question number 6. The mass of a packet of milk powder is 0.4 kilogram. Find the mass of 6 such packets. It's very simple, right? You have to multiply 0.6 by 0.4. 0.4 by 6. Then you multiply 4 into 6 is 24, right? 24. Here you have this decimal point. Just below the decimal point, you have write this decimal point. Your answer is 2.4 kilograms. That's it. Very simple, right? Fill in the blanks using less than or greater than. You see now half. When you have something like this, you know how to compare when the numerators are equal or denominators are equal. Now you have denominators equal. You see 2 over 5 and 3 over 5. Then this is obviously greater, right? So if you have numerators equal, let's say 5 over 7, 5 over 8. Now which one is greater? This one, right? Here you cannot make you can make actually, but it is easy to make numerator equal. You multiply this by 3, this by 3. Okay. Now you get from this one, you get 3 over 6. Okay. And here you have 3 over 5. Then which one is greater? 3 over 6 or 3 over 5? Right. You know that 3 over 5 is greater. Therefore, you can write your answer this way. Right. Because 6 over 3 is same as 1 over 2. Right. Okay, you better get like this. Fine. And on the eighth one, if 7 liters, 200 milliliters of milk is poured equally into 4 bottles, find the amount of milk in 1 bottle. That means you take all this amount and divide into 4 bottles. That's it. Then you have to divide this by 4. Now let's take liters, milliliters. You have 7, 200, and divide by 4. Then you have 1, 4, 4, 7. 4 into 1 into 4 is 4. 3 remains, and you take this 2 here when this 2, right? When you take this 2, that means your answer goes here only, right? And then have 32, there are 8 fours, right? 4 into 8 is 32. Then you go 0, and you take this 0, your answer is 0. Then you take this 0, and then also your answer is 0. So your answer should be finally 1 liter, 800 milliliters. Okay, right. So I think you better always follow all these steps. And whenever possible, I think you need to show the steps too, right? So that's going to make a lot of benefits, right? Right. Okay, 9. Is the year 1900 a leap year? Few reasons to answer. 1900 is not a leap year. Not a leap year because you can write no. Because 1900 is a multiple of 100, right? And if it's a multiple of 100, then it is not a leap year. If it is a multiple of 4, it's a leap year, but it must not be a multiple of 100, right? You see now, if it is 1904, okay, now this is divisible by 4. Now this is a leap year, okay? And 2016, it is also divisible by 4. It's a leap year, but if you take 2000, it is not a leap year because even if it is divisible by 4, it is still divisible by 100. Therefore, it is not a leap year. Right. If a year is leap year, it should be divisible by 4 and it should not be divisible by 100. Okay. Then the length and the breadth of a book are 25 centimeter and 18 centimeter, 3 millimeter respectively. Right. How much is the length? How much the length is longer than its breadth? Okay, you see now, breadth, length and breadth. Okay. This is length, this is breadth. Then you need the difference. For the difference, what you have to do is subtract. Okay, let's do, you have centimeters, millimeters, 25, 0, 18, 3. It's very simple. You subtract, you take this 5 here, 1 from here. That means it's 10, 10 minus 3 is 7. You have 4 here. And then you take 1 from here, then it becomes 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. And you have 1 here, 1 minus 1 is 0. So you can take this answer 6 centimeters, 7 millimeters. Underline the correct answers on the 11th question. The diagram shows a convex, concave, regular, pentagon, hexagon. Or is it convex or concave? If it is a concave, there must be at least one internal reflex angle, just like this. See now this, look at this. See now, this is a reflex angle, right? But here you don't have reflex angles. Therefore, it is convex. And regular pentagon, regular. If it is regular, all the sides must be equal in length and all the interior angles also equal in magnitude. Here you see all the angles are equal and all the sides are equal. Then it's a regular. Actually, you don't have to choose regular because regular has been given. You just have to see whether it's a pentagon or hexagon. It's very simple, right? Pentagon means 5 sides. Pentagon has 5 sides. Hexagon has 6 sides. You can see that this has 6 sides, so it's a hexagon, right? And if you know heptagon has 7 sides, and octagon has 8 sides, and so on, right? If it has 4 sides, what do you say? Okay, 4 sides, it's a quadrilateral, right? Okay, let's go to question number 12. Find the value of a plus 3b if a equals 2 and b equals 5, right? A plus 3b equals a is 2, b is 5. 3 into 5. Simple, right? 2 plus 3 into 5 is 15. Then 2 plus 15, 70. Right? Let's go. For the 13th question, find the area of a square-shaped classroom if the perimeter is 40 centimeters. Square shape, right? I think you understand this, right? Square. It's a square. Perimeter is 40 centimeters. That means you add up all these, and then when you add all these, you get the perimeter which is 40 centimeters. Then what is the side length? The side length must be 10. This also must be 10 because 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 40 centimeters, right? Therefore, length is 10. Then what is the area? You get, find the area. Area is length multiplied by breadth, right? So what is length? 10. Breadth is also 10. Then it is 100 centimeter square. You must write the proper units, right? Otherwise, you will lose the marks, right? You must write the proper units. If you don't write the units, what it means is that you have no idea, right? You have no idea about the quantities, right? There are different types of quantities, and these quantities have units, okay? Fine. Let's go with the 14th. Write down an algebraic expression for the perimeter of the given figure. So very simple. You see now you have, what is perimeter? Perimeter means the total length of the boundary of the plane figure, right? So it is 2y plus the other 2y. I mean, I started here, this 2y, and then, sorry, there's no 2y, right? There's no another 2y, it's 2x, fine. Okay, let's go again, right? This is this 2y plus this 2x plus this y plus this 3x. Okay, now 2y plus y is equal to 3y, and 2x plus 3x equals 5x. Okay, very simple, right? Okay. Let's go with that, right? Now it's 15th. The price of a pencil is X less than the price of a pen. X less than the price of a pen. Don't take as the price of a pencil is X. It's not that. It doesn't say the price of a pencil is X. It says the price of a pencil is X less than the price of a pen. Right. If the price of a pen is P rupees, write down an algebraic expression for the price of 3 such pencils. Okay, the price of one pencil. The price of one pencil is, it is X less than P. That means P minus X. Right, P minus X. X less than P. Okay, then if it is 3 pence, you have to multiply this by 3. Then P minus X multiplied by 3. If you write like this is wrong. Okay, this means you multiply only X by 3. Right, if you write like this, that's wrong. So if you write like this, oh, then that is also wrong. That means you multiply only P by 3. So how do you write it? You have to write it like this way. Okay, that means you multiply 3 by this whole thing. This is the price. See, now this is the price of the pencil, and that price must be multiplied by 3. Okay, right. Let's say price of 3 pencils equals 3 times P minus X. Okay, right. I hope you understand so far, right? Okay, just don't give up. Just go to the end and get good marks, right? Okay, 16. Find the value. Okay, now you have two terms, right? Here you have one term, here you have the other term, right? So when you have like this, you have to go this way. First, you have to simplify everything within the term, right? Now 12 has nothing to do within the term. So here 4 divided by 2 is 2, right? Then 12 plus 2 is 14. And that's your answer. So if you add this before dividing, that's wrong. Okay, because these are two terms, right? First, you have to simplify this term. This is one term, this is another term. So before you perform the operations between terms, you have to perform the operations within terms. Let's say there's another one term here, there's another term here. You see? So you have to perform everything within the term first, and then after that you perform the operations between the terms, right? So that's my method. That's how I teach everyone, right? That's a very simple thing. You don't even have to remember the board marks, right? Okay, let's see this. This is 45. This is 15 into 3. Now these are the two terms here, 45. You cannot subtract 15 from 45, right? Because 15 has something else to be done with this 3, because that is a one family, right? So 15 into 3 is also 45. Then 45 minus 45 is 0. Okay. 17. Is the number 4,897 divisible by 3? Give reasons. So you know how to check divisibility. So you have to get the digital root of this and then add all these numbers, all these digits, and then you get the digital root. If the digital root is divisible by 3, this number is also divisible by 3. So let's find the digital root. 4 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7. Okay, 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus 9 is 21. 21 plus 7 is 28. Okay, I hope you understand this, right? Okay, now we'll go again digital root, because we have two digits. 2 plus 8, which is equal to 10. You see, now, okay, 10 is 10. Then if you get the digital root again, you will get 1 only, right? Because 1 plus 0 is 1. So 1 is not divisible by 3. Then you can say your answer is no, because the digital root is not divisible by 3. Okay, that's your answer. Let's go for the 18th. We are almost done, right? Prime numbers less than 20. This is set, right? Represent set P by a Venn diagram and write the number of elements of it. Okay, here you have something like this. You write P, and this is the name of the set, and then you put all the elements within this circle, right? What are prime numbers? You see now, first 2 and 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, no, and 17 and 19. These are prime numbers. So if you write 1 within this, your whole answer is wrong, right? Because 1 is not a prime number. 1 is not prime number. And 1 is not a composite number either, right? Because you know the definition says a prime number has exactly 2 distinct factors, right? And a composite number has more than 2 distinct factors. But 1 has only 1 factor, right? Which is 1. 1 is equal to 1 into 1, right? That means there's only 1 factor. Therefore, 1 is very special. We don't take it. It is neither prime no composite. So number of elements here, you just count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, number of elements equals 8. Because there's another way to write this, NP equals 8, but in this syllabus, in grade 7, you don't learn this thing. So you will learn this in grade 8. But this is enough. Okay. Now, the 19th question. Fill in the empty cages. Okay. It's nothing but the answer, right? You need to get the answer. Okay. What you have to do is this. When you add, if both numbers are negative, what do you have to do? You have to add. If the both numbers are positive, then also you have to add. The final answer, get the same sign. Okay. Now you see both are same sign. Therefore, you have to add. Okay, let's add this 5 plus 8, 1 over 2. That means you can add this 5 and 8, right? This is equal to 5 plus 8 plus 1 over 2. Then 5 plus 8 is equal to 13, right? 13, 1 over 2. 13 plus half means 13 and half, right? Okay, but the answer must be negative. Negative 13 and half, because I am writing here out of the box. I think you better, if you have a box, just write inside the box, okay? I'm just writing big enough so that everyone can see clearly. Okay, right. And here you see, when you add, if the two numbers are different signs, what you do is you subtract the smaller magnitude from the larger magnitude. Then you have a problem, right? What's the problem? The problem is that what is the sign of the answer? Okay, we have a solution. We have a principle for that, right? The answer's sign is the sign of the larger magnitude, right? You see now 3.5 and 0.6. The larger magnitude is this one. So answer must be a positive answer, right? So what you have to do is subtract, because these two are different signs. Therefore, we subtract 3.5, we subtract 0.6, right? Okay, you take 1 from me, 15 minus 6 is 9, this 2 minus 0 is 2. Then your answer is plus 2.9, okay? I hope you understand so far. Let's go to the last question of this part 1, okay? And, right. 3 bells ring at intervals of 18 minutes, 24 minutes, 36 minutes, respectively. If 3 bells ring together at 8 a.m., at what time will they ring together again? Okay. Here, you see, now this is a problem of the least common multiple problem, right? Actually, what you think is this. So at when time is 8, what happens is bell, let's say A, B, C, all the bells ring. Then after that, after how many minutes? After 18 minutes, A rings every 8 minutes, right? 18 minutes. B every 24 minutes, C every 36 minutes, just like that. Okay, we will calculate the time intervals, right? We will take only the time interval. Well, let's go A, B, C first. And after 18 minutes, it rings again. 18 plus 18, you can get 36. And plus another 18, right? What is it? It's going to be 18. 8 plus 6 is 14. 1 plus this is going to be 54. Okay. You understand that? Right. And the next one, 24. And 24 times 2, 48. And 28 times 3. 3 into 4 is 2. 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 1, 7, right? So 3 into 4 is 12. Okay. And so this way, right? Okay, this is how it happens. So actually, we don't need to find like this. You have 36 and then you have 72 and so on. Then you need to find what is the common multiple. I mean, what is the least common multiple? That means the first multiple you find. So this is not the way you find. Actually, I am explaining what really happens is, right? I am just explaining why you need to find the least common multiple, right? Okay, now I will show you this one. We have learned how to find this with the prime factors, right? You take this 18, let's find all the prime factors, right? Okay, I will write some there because it's going to take a bit more space, right? 18 divided by 2, 9 divided by 3, 3 divided by 3, 1. Then we can write 18 equals 2 into 3 into 3, which is equal to 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 2. Okay, then let's go with 24. We divide by 2, it is 12 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2, 3 divided by 3, 1. Okay, you have 24, which is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 2 to the power 3, 3 to the power 1. Okay, right. And let's go with 36 divided by 2, 18 divided by 2, 9 divided by 3, 3 divided by 3, 1. Okay, now this is, we have 36, which is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. It's equal to 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 2. Now, how do we select these numbers? We have a principle. That means we take the highest power of each factor. You see now this is the highest power of 2. Here you have 2 to the power 1. Here you have 2 to the power 2. But here you have 2 to the power 3. And 3 to the power 2. We have here, and there are no any other factors, right? 3 to the power 2, right? Then there's 3 to the power 1. We cannot take that. We have 3 to the power 2 here. It's the same thing, right? So let's multiply this. Now we have least common multiple is equal to 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 3 to the power 2 is 9. So 8 into 9 is 72. Okay, right. Here we have 72, we have 72, and here also you will get the 72 on the next one, something like that, right? But you don't need to do this, right? You don't need this whole thing for the answer, right? So you can skip that because I just wrote because I want you to understand what really happens, right? For now, I will erase this so that I can take this space. Right? I hope you understand this, right? Okay, now least common multiple is 72. That means 8 plus 72 minutes. That is, they ask what time will they ring together. 72 means 1 hour, right? 1 hour. That means 8, right? 8 plus 1 hour. That means, let's write like this, okay? I'll explain clearly. You know this thing, hours and minutes adding. Okay, hours 8:00. Now minutes 72. Right? 72 minutes means 1 hour and 12 minutes. Do you understand that? 1 hour is 60 minutes plus 12 minutes is equal to 72. 72 is equal to 60 plus 12, right? 60 means 1 hour, 12 means 12 minutes. Okay, now you add all this, right? Then it is 60:00, this 12, this 9. Okay, then all these three bells ring together at 9, 12 a.m. So if you give these sounds like this, then you get all the marks, right? So it's very, very good. So I think you better do this kind of things again and again and just refresh your knowledge, because maths is a subject where you cannot just study before the exam and write and get marks. You can't do that because there are no things you should, I think you can just rely on by just memorizing. Yeah. So you need the practice. Therefore, you have to do constant practice. So consistently do your studies, just revise your old lessons and practice the past papers and do the review exercises in your book. I mean, these revision exercises are there. I mean, the yellow color pages in your textbook, so it's better to do that. So I think we have answered all these questions in the first part because it has only 20 questions. And on the next video, we will discuss the second part of this paper. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you will make the maximum use of this one. So I'd like to know your ideas. So just write a comment, like this video, share with your friends, and enjoy. And I wish you all the best for your exam, right? Okay. See you, children.